the Himalayas, Earth's mightiest mountain range. But what if I told you that even the way we say its name has sparked heated debates that once brought India's legislature to a complete halt?
What? I don't believe you. How a single word can capture centuries of cultural complexity and linguistic evolution.
Let me break this down. The word Himalaya comes from Sanskrit, literally meaning the abode of snow. It's formed from Hima, snow, and Alaya, abode. What's really enthralling is how this naming pattern appears in other Sanskrit words like Devalaya, for abode of God.
So if we look at how different regions use the name, we see some surprising variations, right?
Exactly. In northern India, Himalaya describes the entire range from Chitral to Assam. But here's where it gets wild. Nepal and regions to the east use Himala or Himal for specific snow-covered peak groups. It's like having different dialects for describing the same mountains.
That reminds me, what about Mount Everest? I've heard there's some controversy about its name too.
Oh, that's a fascinating point. According to Brigadier Tandy, former Surveyor General of India, the Everest group is called Mahalangur Himal in Nepal, and, get this, Mount Everest itself doesn't even have a specific Nepalese name. The Tibetans use Chomolungma for the entire group, not just the highest peak.
Well, that certainly challenges our Western notion of naming individual peaks. How did this pronunciation debate actually unfold?
Here's the crazy part. An entire committee of the Indian legislature actually suspended their regular work just to debate this topic. They had representatives from all over India weighing in, each bringing their regional perspective. Northern India had two main variants, Hindi speakers saying Himalay and Urdu speakers preferring Himalaya.
That level of dedication to getting it right really shows how important these cultural distinctions are.
And then something even more interesting happened. Colonel Pert, the advisor in languages at Army headquarters, found that Tibetans and both Hindi and Urdu speakers all pronounce the first A as long but with different emphasis patterns. The Tibetans he interviewed said Himalaya, quickly passing over the I.
The way these pronunciations evolved really tells a story about cultural exchange across the region, doesn't it?
Absolutely, and it goes even deeper. Professor Dhruva from Banaras Hindu University explained that in Sanskrit, the accent falls on the second syllable with a slight accent on the final soft A. But in modern Hindi, that final A sound disappears completely, making it Himalay.
That evolution of language over time really shows how cultures adapt and change while maintaining their connections to their roots.
And here's what makes this whole discussion so relevant today. It's not just about pronunciation. These variations reflect centuries of cultural exchange, conquest, and adaptation. Each version is like a linguistic fossil, preserving different layers of history.
That's such an interesting perspective. How should we approach these different pronunciations in our increasingly globalized world?
Well, I think the key is understanding that these variations aren't about right or wrong. They're about recognizing and respecting different cultural perspectives. When we encounter different pronunciations, we should see them as windows into the rich cultural history behind these names.
Everything comes to a full circle. How something as simple as a place name can reveal so much about human culture and history.
Indeed, and that's perhaps the most valuable lesson here. Every word we use, especially these ancient place names, carries within it stories of countless generations and their understanding of the world. It's a reminder to approach language with curiosity and respect, always ready to learn from different perspectives and traditions. Anyway, I hope you did not get bored with the details. Why don't you come over again when you are free? The Himalayan Journals have countless such stories.